My Immortal, Chapter 9. Author's Note. Stop flaming, okay? I didn't read all the box. This is from the movie, okay? So it's not my fault if Dumbledore swears. Besides, I said he had a headache. And the resin snap doesn't lick Harry now is 'cause he's Christian and Vampire is a Satanist. MCR rocks. I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, a horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose. Basically, like, he didn't have a nose. You said that already! Basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he wasn't Gothic. It was Voldemort! Sorry, it was ... Voldemort! Which you already said he looked like! Set him up to be not Voldemort, and then he is! No! I shouted in a scared voice, but then Voldemort said, Imperious! And I couldn't run away. Crookshanks! I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his... Crookshanks? I shouted at him. Voldemort fell off his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. Ebony, he yelled, thou must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sex-ha eyes and his gothic black hair, and how his face looks just like Joel Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him, and they broke up? You mean like they told you in the last chapter? No, Voldemort, I shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I begged. Thou must, he yelled. If thou dost not, then I shall kill thy beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked in a surprised way. Voldemort got a dude you're so retarded look on his face. I hath telekinesis. he answered cruelly. And if you doth not kill Vampire, then thou know what will happen to Draco, he shouted. Then he flew away angrily on his broomstick. I was so scared and mad, I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I said. Hi! Hi, he said back, but his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram. Get it? Between Joel Madden and Jared Way. Are you okay? I asked. No, he answered. I'm sorry I got all mad at you, but I thought you cheated on me. I expelled. That's okay, he said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. At this point, I would just like to explain that I have not been drinking during the moments when it mentions makeup, because I did read ahead just a little, and I realized that I really ought to not do that, because it does tend to describe makeup separate from clothing, and so I had to pick my poison, and I picked clothing, which turns out to be far more poisonous than makeup. See you in the next chapter.